and other supporters of Israel. That's the other thing. Non-Jewish American supporters of Israel, who I suspect are Nikki Haley voters, are probably looking at this, like myself, and saying, I got nobody to support here. I've got all kinds of reasons to disagree with Trump, but Biden, who is supposed to be the grown-up, who is supposed to be the adult, is demonstrating that he can get pushed around by a bunch of young Arab American protesters in the street who apparently up in Canada, they're chanting death to America.
Jim, I got to ask you, I'm going to ask you this question again and again. After Thursday, will you or any of the Never Trumpers come back? Will Bill Kristol? Will Max Boot? Will the people who are serious about the world?
No, let me stop you there, Hugh. No. Never Trump means never Trump.
What, Jim? We can't take 4 more years of this.
Are you 100% Israel? You asked Donald Trump several times, are you 100% Israel? And Trump said, well, they're really losing the PR war. Like, he could have said, yes, I'm 100%
He said
Israel.
Victory, Jim. Go back and read the transcript. He said they must achieve victory quickly.
That's not, we will stand with them as long as it takes.
No, he said they must achieve victory quickly, which is a lot better than turning your back on.
Oh, okay, better than Biden. All right, that's a real high product.
That's it, better than Biden. What more do you need? We need you people to come back.
A good candidate, you.
No,
not a guy who at the moment of the 10-7 attacks decides to rant and rave about how Bibi pissed him off because he didn't support the strike on Soleimani, which, oh, by the way, we didn't need Israeli approval. Trump can see nothing beyond his own ego and his own narcissism and his own thing. If he comes up with like a broken clock, he gets the right answer twice a day, or a blind squirrel finds a nut. Hallelujah, that's great, but that doesn't mean that Trump is some sort of strategic genius who actually understands any of this stuff. He can
twice
only
a day is better than never
through the lens of his own.
Twice a day is better than never. I'm going to write my Fox News column today, and it's directed at you and Bill and Max and all the other Never Trumpers. Because, honestly, we can't take 4 more years of Biden and gang. They have lost Afghanistan. They have lost Ukraine. They have lost the Israel war. They haven't lost it yet, but they're not helping us win. Who knows what they're going to do for Taiwan? I mean, you got to look. The reality is you get Trump or you get Biden, who's not really president.
Hugh, do you remember the old South Park episode?
I don't watch South Park.
All right. 2 bad options. 2 phrases I probably can't use on your radio show. Let's just
Kenny
say
is dead.
A sandwich full of stuff you don't want to eat versus other bad stuff. And these are the options before us. And you keep trying to convince us this sandwich isn't that bad. It's better than the other one. And I want something better. No labels.
But you can't have something better. And it's not one person. It's 3,000 people. I happen to like Trump.
Better than both of these guys. If you never demand anything better, Hugh, you will never get anything better.
You're not going to get it.
Say to the Republican Party, I will vote for whoever you nominate, no matter how bad it is.
That's what I do.
No incentive because they know they have your vote in November every single day till the day you die.
That is exactly right. And right now, the world is on the edge of slipping into a terrible chasm. And people have to wake up, Jim. They have to say, I hate Trump. People like you, I hate Trump. But he's better than Biden. I mean, your children's lives depend upon this.
I'm sure your audience loves this, Hugh. But in the end, Donald Trump will get, if he wins, he will win because of people like you who did not demand anything better.
No, it is not my audience. It's the reality of the world.
The entirety of your show, and you announced yourself as Switzerland and that you were neutrality. You were not going to take sides in this primary. And that's one of the reasons, it's not entirely all your fault, but the sheer number of people who said, I know this guy seems unacceptable, but we have to accept him anyway. When we had lots of better options. And I stuck my neck out saying, yeah, DeSantis would be better, Hale would be better. And unfortunately, Republicans no, give us the one guy who has lost to Joe Biden before.
And this time he can't lose. And it's got nothing to do with whether or not you and I like Donald Trump. It's got to do with the fact that there is no one at the White House and Tony Blinken is afraid of the world. This is the reality. It's sort of like 1937. I'm not comparing Churchill to Trump. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying you can have Chamberlain or you can have Churchill. And there were a lot of people in 1937 who said, Churchill just drives me crazy. I can't have him. I got to have Chamberlain. and you saw what happened, Jim. You got to rethink this. I'm going to work on you every week, my friend, because you're too smart for this. It's binary.
There's going to be some frustrating weeks there, Hugh, because I ain't budging. I'll save your breath.
I'm not going to save my breath. We're going to keep working on Jim. We're going to keep working on Jim. We really are. Don't go anywhere, America, except over to see Geraghty at 2 Martini Lunch, 3 Martini Lunch podcast, and at the National Review and at Washington Post. Get the Morning Jolt from Jim as well. Don't go anywhere, America. I'll be right back.